Chapter 16. Baboo the rat who scratched her brother's back. They have a rat situation in the motel. It has been doing its dirty deed all night in Christian's room, on the desk, on the floor, and on the windowsill. It has stolen 2 tea bags and crawled on his back and toes. It has even left a few scratch marks on his back. This is definitely not something they are used to back home, but when they tell the manager, his smile becomes even broader than usual and his eyes shine with happiness. "This place is not only for humans, you know." He quite quickly realizes that he might lose some customers due to this, so he changes his approach and announces with pride, "Tonight we will catch the rat." He tells them that he's not going to kill it. They will catch it in a box, and a friend of his will take it in his car and set it free some kilometers away. Anna Veronica cannot help but notice the manager's pointy nose, his rather intense, close-sitting dark eyes, and his long, slim fingers waving before his chest when he speaks. Of course, the rat is his power animal. He loves it. His soul loves it. Anna Veronica and Christian do not care so much about the details of catching and getting rid of the rat. They only want to be able to sleep alone in their rooms. By now the whole thing has of course become a "you scratch my back and I scratch yours" joke. But before going to bed, they do their best to cover every possible crack by the doors and windows. Who is this rat anyway? Houdini? The next night the rat is back, and the next and the next. This time it's in Anna Veronica's room. One of her earplugs is gone, and the uninvited visitor has left its calling card on the floor and on the desk. She has a vivid picture in her mind of the rat sitting on the desk only inches from her peacefully sleeping face while eating joyfully at the earwax on her earplug. They end up buying rat poison, no longer believing that the manager will do anything about the situation. In fact, he seems to spend most of his days relaxing in the shadows under a parasol in the garden. He is sometimes in his pajamas until midday, often complaining about how much he has to do, while the cleaning ladies are doing all the work. He's a likable and a funny man, though, and he is always eagerly asking about life back home. When Anna Veronica tells him about her fairy tale book, he smiles and laughs. "Maybe you can write a children's book about the rat who fell in love with your brother." Anna Veronica laughs, but tells him not to say a word about that to Christian, as he will probably not find it very funny. She also tells Chino that an Eli, rat, was in Chetan's brother's room, and when she scratches her back to show her what it did, Chino cannot stop laughing. They are told to avoid the strong sun during the treatment, especially during the first week, so Anna Veronica usually goes for a walk later in the afternoon. The way to the beach is past all the shops along the long path. It is a route that she finds enchanting. She soon understands that buying and selling does not exactly work in the same way as back home, but her nature is to be kind, friendly, and polite. Maybe some would call it hopelessly naive, bordering on stupid, but she is who she is. On one of her walks towards the southern beach, a woman is sitting by her shop with her 2 little children. One of them is only a baby. Anna Veronica smiles at the children. "You come look in my shop?" The beautiful woman in the colorful dress talks to her. "No, thank you, not now." She shakes her head a little. "You come back tomorrow?" The woman continues. "Maybe." Anna Veronica smiles at her. "You promise? This lady is not giving up easily." "Maybe." She continues to walk. "Thank you, then I see you. I wait for you." Anna Veronica raises one hand to say goodbye. She wants to be friendly. The next day Anna Veronica walks by the shop again after a walk on the beach. She has been collecting some small shells to bring back home as gifts and stops by the shop to look at their things. Maybe she will buy something. The woman is not there now, but her husband is. Anna Veronica looks at some of the blankets, and before she knows it, the man starts pulling out blanket after blanket. "You want these?" I'm not sure yet. She's a little surprised at his behavior. Almost everyone they have met here so far has been very friendly, but he seems almost angry. Anna Veronica moves on to look at a dress. "You want dress too? You want this dress? Tell me your price. What your price? You tell me." He takes down the dress that she just looked at. "What your price? You tell me." I'm not sure yet. I just want to look." "Tell me your price." "I have not made up my mind yet." "You want this? Tell me your price. What you give?" The man is holding the blanket that she just looked at in his hands. "Well, okay, I can give you 500. This is actually a little more than what she gave for a similar blanket, the same size, in one of the other shops. But he looks very upset. "This cost 3,500. I make no profit. What you want to give? What you give me?" Anna Veronica is getting ready to leave. This is not exactly what she's used to. "It's okay, I won't buy." "What? You give me 2,700 for the blanket and the dress?" "No, thank you." "You let me know your price. What you want to give me? I make no profit. You tell me your price." "It's okay, I do not wish to buy." Anna Veronica nods and starts walking away, but now he comes after her. "Okay, you give me 1,000 for both." "No, thank you." "You give me 950. What your price?" She's about to walk away, but now his wife comes back and takes over. She is trying to be friendly while her husband goes inside the shop and starts to throw the blankets angrily on the floor. "Okay, you give 900. Anna Veronica shakes her head to the wife. "I'm sorry." "Is this much money to you?" The woman asks, slightly aggressively. Good Lord, if she only knew. "Yes," Anna Veronica nods. "What? Is this much money to you? Is this much money to you?" "Yes, it is." Anna Veronica looks into her eyes to see if she can reach her on a deeper level, and somehow the woman seems to understand. "Okay, 800. Sorry, I do not have a good feeling about this now." Anna Veronica wants to leave and starts walking. "Oh, but yes, the baby." Now the woman is pleading, and Anna Veronica just shakes her head. She looks at the baby and decides to go forward with the purchase. When Anna Veronica walks away, she has a strange feeling. All those words, the man who became irate, the wife who took over. She soon realizes that it was all just a game and that he was only pretending, but in the moment it did not feel good. Somehow they managed to create so much chaos until she gave in. This whole thing does not feel right at all, and it doesn't take her long before she realizes that she will not be using the dress nor the blanket. The energy around it sucks. She will not be able to give them away as presents either. After a while, Anna Veronica knows what to do. Later in the evening, she goes back to the shop and walks over to the woman who is breastfeeding the baby. She avoids eye contact with the man, but is friendly to the mother. "I am sorry, I do not have a good feeling about this buy. I will not use it. Keep the money, it's for the baby." Anna Veronica leaves the dress and the blanket on a chair and walks away. "But wait, no!" The woman seems somewhat confused, but Anna Veronica is already on her way, happy about her decision. She has learned something today and accepts this experience as one of a kind. The shopping culture here is crazy compared to what she's used to back home. Not wishing to experiencing it anymore, she ends up buying all her Christmas gifts on Amazon India. Christian and his friend both shake their heads and laugh resignedly at what she has done. They tell her that people here will never understand, that this is India, and that they think completely differently here. Anna Veronica does not care as long as she understands and feels good about her decision. She realizes that she is quite a strange character in this country, though. Another culture clash happens early one morning after Anna Veronica has been on the beach for a walk. Very few people are out and not many shops are open. She has deliberately chosen this time of day as it allows her to be left alone without having to put on a cold look and uninviting attitude. And besides, there is a strange character in one of the shops who obviously has some kind of crush on her, and she wants to avoid meeting him. On the way back, one man is standing outside his clinic, looking into the horizon for a customer, someone to massage, and here comes Anna Veronica. "Hello, madam, how are you?" "Good, thank you." "Where are you from?" "Norway." "You want massage, madam?" "No, thank you." "Here, madam, take this." He gives her his business card, and she politely accepts. "Come, let me show you." Before Anna Veronica can say Jesus, he grabs her left hand and starts massaging it, eager to show his technique. She instinctively pulls her arm back. "No, come, I show you. He is eager and insistent. "No." She pulls her arm back again and makes it clear to him that she does not like it. He stops and looks at her, truly puzzled. "Why, you know like this?" He looks at her with a frown on his forehead and big questioning eyes. Where I come from, it's polite to ask, "May I show you?" or "May I touch your arm?" He looks a little bewildered, but nods his head slowly. "Okay, I am very good. I work many places." Anna Veronica smiles at him, reconciling. "I'm doing panchakarma and get massaged twice a day." She starts walking away. "You come back and try once, okay? I am very good, you know." He has not given up quite yet, and she waves her right hand and slowly walks away. Anna Veronica likes these smiling people, but later in the day she buys a big hat that she can hide under when out walking, and it works. If there ever was an awkward moment on this planet, Anna Veronica creates it when she joins a class to learn pranayama, ancient life force breathing techniques still practiced by many around the world. She has brought very few clothes with her to India, as they only carried hand luggage. Due to the lack of suitable training clothes, Anna Veronica puts on her only pair of shorts and a top. The shorts are short, very short. She does not realize the mistake before turning up in class and finding out that she is the only student there. The situation is made even worse when she is supposed to sit on a yoga mat just opposite the teacher, in lotus position. All of a sudden, Anna Veronica becomes very aware of her outfit. What has she done? Back home, no one would have thought about it for 1 second, but she's in India, for heaven's sake. No woman in their right mind shows their legs in such a manner in this country, let alone sit in lotus position as the only student in the class opposite a male Indian teacher. This poor man begins the instructions, but his dark, watery eyes are staring intently in front of him, and he does not meet her eyes. Oh no, good Lord, is he questioning her motives? Anna Veronica is desperately searching her mind. What can she do? She must find a way to get out of this situation. Think, woman, think! Okay. She can politely say that she will be back in a few minutes and run back to the motel and change into her long, wide dress. No, that would make the whole thing even more awkward. What else? What else? Okay. She can empty the cotton bag that she uses to carry her mobile phone and keys in, and cover the upper part of her legs with that. No, major awkward solution. It would in fact take the degree of awkwardness to a whole new level. Okay, she could take one of the other yoga mats and use it to cover her legs. No, that would take the awkwardness to unknown heights. Anna Veronica sends the man a truly apologetic look, which she somehow seems to understand. Then she decides to go forward with the meditation, with her legs stretched out in front of her, close together. No lotus position on this lady today. At the moment it seems like the least awkward thing to do, although still very awkward indeed. And it is a long hour, breathing in through one nostril, thinking, how stupid is it possible for one person to get? And out through the other, thinking, how could it possibly happen that she is the only freaking student here? Then focusing her attention between the center of her eyebrows, thinking, I will get a pair of yoga trousers tomorrow, and feeling the rising energy in her body, whilst also thinking, I have made a total fool of myself. The teacher is used to meditating 4 to 5 hours every day, beginning around 4 in the morning, and by the look of his giant eyes staring intently into open air, there is a moment when Anna Veronica is convinced that God has sent her to this man to really test his inner peace. When Anna Veronica tells Chino that she has been to a pranayama class, she does not mention her bare legs. It would be unthinkable for a young woman here to do any such thing, but when Chino hears the word pranayama, she jumps up on the table with the speed of a gecko, crosses her legs, keeps her back straight, and with the posture of a real little Buddha, she begins the breathing technique. Anna Veronica is very impressed and claps her hands silently so that no one can hear them. She is nodding her head and smiling. Chino Korelam. It means Chino beautiful. Anna Veronica might be a strange character in this country, but she is not the only one. They often go to their favorite cafe to enjoy a bowl of oatmeal with some fruit, butter and honey. This is something they can eat after the first week is over. She usually spends time writing her novel, while Christian attends to work matters. Today a big loudmouth of a man is sitting at one of the tables and is on his phone. Anna Veronica is all ears, and a big smile spreads across her face when he begins to talk in a thick American accent. This is almost too good to be true. There is a larger-than-life character right here in this cafe, and she has her manuscript open. She quickly begins to write down what he's saying, or rather shouting out to the person on the other end. You should check out this Hare Krishna thing, man. There is no doubt he wants the whole cafe to hear him. He continues, I'll just go back to my ashram, man. Anna Veronica is convinced that the people at this sacred place cannot wait to see him again. I got my citizenship, you know, so now I can work, man. This opens up to some speculation about who this man is and where he comes from. I'm living the dream, man. Well, he sure sounds like it, and what a dream. So she says, where's my fucking money, man? Oh dear, now the conversation takes an unexpected turn. Anna Veronica must pull herself together not to express an eager yes at the unexpected show. Christian is silently laughing to himself. No attachment, man. She shouldn't even have a freaking desire to get the money back. She lent me the money, man. Anna Veronica is convinced that he must have learned the no attachment thing in that Hare Krishna thing. It's not like she lost a freaking dime, man. After this, he ends the conversation. Anna Veronica cannot believe it. This place is loaded with great characters and good stuff for her new book. They are also fortunate enough to meet a yoga teacher who talks for almost an hour as if he has a sudden revelation that he is the greatest spiritual teacher on planet Earth, sent to them from heaven to share his incredible wisdom. This is the third and last week of their treatment, where they are allowed some gentle stretching, and they sign up for a class of yin yoga, a less intense and slow-paced practice that brings a sense of calm and serenity. Anna Veronica has been doing it back home, and she is looking forward to it. When the class begins, the teacher looks at them with wide open shining eyes and a huge radiating smile. He begins to talk with the intensity that only a self-proclaimed awakened person can have. When there is a storm in the ocean, who is the captain? Are you the captain? Are you the captain? He is staring at them. Well, Anna Veronica sure could have told him a story or two about being tossed and turned in the midst of a storm, not even close to being the captain of her ship. She is waiting for him to shut up and begin the yoga, but the minutes pass and he only seems to become more and more eager to share his incredible insights. At some point, Anna Veronica looks over to Christian, who is beginning to look kind of bored. Time passes, and the wisdom pouring out of this man seems to be endless. She wonders what to do. Should she interrupt him and ask him when the class will start? Maybe not. She does not want to offend him, and he looks so incredibly happy, much like an overexcited child on Christmas Eve. Do you have a monkey mind? Do you feed a monkey mind? How do you feed a monkey? This man is looking at them as if he just communicated the deepest wisdom which is going to change their lives forever. Anna Veronica could also have told him a story or two about her own monkey mind going bananas for years. Will he never stop? This is so boring. Maybe she should just apologize and say that she has got to leave because her monkey mind is hungry and she must go feed it. Anna Veronica decides to wait for him to begin the yoga class. When he finally does, he shows them 2 stretches which are over in less than 5 minutes. It would be fair to say that he did not get 2 new regular customers after that class. Talking of strange characters and yoga teachers, no one left them with a funnier memory than the great yoga master who teaches yoga every day and does teacher training courses at his own newly built yoga center. When Christian signs up for a month's course, only to find out after a few days that he cannot do it due to his health issues and the panchakarma treatment, it creates some unexpected drama because of money. After a few days, Anna Veronica and Christian go over to the center to talk to the man running the course with a view to ending it in the best way possible. The great yoga teacher looks at them with a truly sad expression. It was my mistake. Wow! They are both surprised that he finally understands. This is wonderful. He is, after all, a person with compassion, a real human being, someone who has the sensibility to see that there is no way Christian can continue with the teacher training course. There is hope for humanity. However, the sad teacher continues. Yes, it was my mistake that I didn't get all the money first. Anna Veronica and Christian are speechless. Then he looks at them with the face of an unhappy clown, almost in tears, and ends the conversation with the voice of a 3-year-old who has not been allowed ice cream before dinner. If I don't do yoga, I die. He pronounces the word die with the longest vocal sound ever. Later at lunch, they are howling with laughter at this understanding and compassionate yoga master. Anna Veronica cannot help but think that if Western people suffer from monkey minds, these people suffer from money minds. All coming from ancestral traumas, of course, and nothing to be taken personally. India is also a land where magic happens. Where else would she meet a young man who had spent time in the same ski resort where she and Jacob met all those years ago? He's in the same motel with some of his friends, and although he and Anna Veronica only speak once, it turns out that they know some of the same people that she and Jacob met all that time ago. Jacob is excited to hear about the meeting, but also a little disappointed that she does not do more to contact the young man again. However, Anna Veronica's desire to see people during the treatment is not strong, and before she knows it, he has moved on to another place with his friends. The treatment changes a lot during the 21 days. It is like a journey in itself. From week 2, there is a new massage and massage oil. This time there is so much that Chino puts a big piece of thick white plastic to protect the massage table. Anna Veronica has an image of what it must feel like to be an eel when she struggles to move from lying on her back to her stomach. Following the oil application, there is a massage of her head, eyebrows, forehead, third eye, and temples. There is a face steaming experience, followed by a process to clear her sinuses of mucus. It goes something like this: goat's milk into her nostrils, then a massage of her nose, cheeks, and also around the mouth, eyes, including her eyelids, very gently, her throat as well as the area from her heart center to the bottom of her throat. When Anna Veronica feels the mucus building up, Chino has a cup ready for her to spit into. She tries to avoid the rather impolite sounds of throat clearing, but Chino's face breaks into one big smile. It is all going according to plan, so she clears away the mucus as best as she can, snorting like a pig. There is new medicine, 2 black pills, which are bigger than the ones she had before, and the taste is rancid. This is followed by some red liquid medicine in a small cup made of copper, tasting even harsher than the pills. Later, when she asks about it, she is told that it is resin. Later in the day, there is the steam bath experience, where Anna Veronica finds herself sitting inside a big wooden dark brown box with only her head sticking out of a hole in the top. As it is getting hotter in there, she has an image of herself as one of those pop-up clowns where only the head sticks up from a box, and if you touch it, the clown will jump up and continue to bounce up and down on a spiral. For a moment, she also has a vision of a guillotine, only her head is facing upwards. It would not be easy to behead someone from this position. Anna Veronica is making many silly faces while she is in the box, and Chino is laughing a lot. She is also nodding slowly, saying, Vedena Marie. It means remove pain. When the heat treatment is over, there is some new kind of massage, where Chino rubs oil and some light brown powder into her skin. Anna Veronica has a feeling it is bark and asks her if powder comes from outside tree. She thinks she is right, but again she is never quite sure. Then last but not least, there are days when her whole body is being beaten with the never-to-be-forgotten powder punch bags. Anna Veronica loves it and writes to Jacob that he would probably have enjoyed seeing her getting beaten like this. The powder bag is made of some solid fabric and looks like a huge mushroom turned upside down. It is slightly heated, and on the first day it is dry, then later soaked in oil containing herbs making it heavier. Hallelujah! Anna Veronica never thought that getting beaten so hard could feel so good. Only a few days before the treatment is over, her throat becomes sore and she is running a fever. It is so hot outside now that she cannot tell the fever from the heat of the day, but the doctor is very insistent that she wants to see her every morning before treatment. She checks her blood pressure, feels her forehead, and checks her feet. At first she is given some grease for her throat, face steaming to clear the nose, and some strong mint over her eyebrows. She is not allowed to go to the beach. The next day her fever is worse, and her feet are more swollen. It makes it hard to walk. First her right sandal does not fit, then her left. Anna Veronica knows what is happening to her. She is becoming like an elephant. The doctor decides to stop the treatment and tells her to rest, not to walk, drink a lot of water, and avoid much salt. Anna Veronica goes back to the motel, and for the next 3 hours all she does is drink water, sleep, and pee. In the afternoon, Chino treats her feet with mashed leaves, though she does not know what plant the leaves come from. It is a thick, greenish, slimy mass that makes it look as if she has got dark green socks on her feet. She sends a picture to Jacob and tells him that she is being cured of elephantitis. He writes back, "If your ears start growing, seek help." Finally, after 4 days, the fever is lifting, and Anna Veronica can finish the treatment, which is a relief at this point. First comes the wonderful facial treatment, with a scrub, a mask, and some cool, soothing aftercare cream. Chino tells her that she and her Chechi, sister, often give each other this kind of treatment. Anna Veronica notices that Chino is always sandoshrem, happy, when she talks about her family. Finally, it is time for the Shirodara treatment, where Chino pours a can full of slightly heated oil with added herbs on her forehead, in a slow and gentle rhythm, from side to side, back and forth, again and again, until the can is empty. It is nice and relaxing, but not as calming as she had heard it described by some. This is often the problem with expectations. An open mind to everything is much better. If there is one thing she has learned from this twin flame connection, it is exactly that. Never has Anna Veronica's hair been more soaked in oil than it is now, and afterwards Chino washes it with shampoo, just like you would to a little child. Later the doctor tells her that this is the whole idea, to become like a child again. Panchakarma has come to an end, and Anna Veronica is leaving India only in a couple of days later. It is time to say goodbye, and she and Christian order cake for the whole crew and give the therapists their gifts and tips. Anna Veronica wishes she could have given Chino a smartphone, as she knows she wants one, but there is no way she can afford it. They exchange numbers though, and before she knows it, Anna Veronica is on her way back to Denmark, while Christian has decided to stay for a few days longer. She is 7 kilos lighter than when she came. She knew that something nice was going to happen. Tata, Mother India, who knows, maybe we will meet again one day.